Hi, hello, welcome. We're back. Since last time, I have spent some time sprucing the place up. Let's have a quick tour, shall we? I'm in the process of removing all the carrots and only have wheat up here because I now have a separate carrot farm down here. Over here we have a little pen. Right now we only have some sheep in here, and depending if we get some more animals, might extend it further because, you know, we have some horses and I kind of want a horse if I can find a saddle. I have made a little dock. If I want to take the boat around this little pond, it doesn't really go anywhere, but could be nice. We have visitors. I've just planted some trees to get some more wood. Probably will not keep these here. We have a bit of a work station thing. We have some stuff and things, and yeah. I have started a pumpkin farm because we love pumpkins in this house, and here I am planning for a melon farm. And then down here we have some underground storage. Right now I only have like a wee bit of food, but this will probably come in handy later on, I think. So what I was thinking for this episode, I need to do some mining because I don't have any diamonds and I don't feel like running around different villages for trades right now. Maybe that will become necessary. If it comes to that, it comes to that, but not right now. Also, I have a bit of an update thingamajig, and that part I have written a loose script for. So I will cut to some mining footage and script reading me. You ever had a period in your life where everything seems to be at a standstill, but then all of a sudden everything happens all at once? That's sort of what's happening for me at the moment, so I thought I'd make a little update, a what's going on with me sort of thing, and also a little background, I guess. As you might know, I'm an archaeologist. I finished my master's degree a few years back, but unfortunately I haven't been able to land a job in the field as competition is pretty high. So what I did get was a job in the food service industry. While the job itself could have been decent enough, the company I worked for is absolutely horrid, but I thought I'd be able to get out the following year for the next archaeological field season. I set myself up best as I could, spending any spare money to get my driver's license to increase my chances on the job market. However, the following year in question was 2020. The world simultaneously panicked and came to a standstill. Suddenly you were lucky to not be one of countless immediate layoffs, as finding a new job would be near impossible. For me, having been a full-time student for years and now a part-time barista, my whole adult life has been paycheck to paycheck. While my workplace got increasingly worse as the pandemic hit, we didn't have a lockdown here, I simply could not afford to quit. As a side note, this is when I started playing Minecraft, since I needed something to take my mind off things. Now, this company that I worked for is known to not give a shit about their employees' health, but as the year went by, people started burning out at an absolutely ridiculous rate. And spring of 2021, it was my turn. I completely broke and was put on sick leave. I've had issues with depression and anxiety for as long as I can remember, but this was a completely different beast. Memory issues, tunnel vision, loss of speech and hearing, an intense fear of people, my ability to think and understand the simplest of things was severely impaired. I got sensitive to light and sound, and yada yada yada. For the rest of the year I was on and off sick leave, and it was a whole mess, and I'll spare you the details of that. Long story short, I didn't get better, and in December I knew that I had to quit. If I kept going like that, I would reach a point of no return where I'd be completely eaten up inside, and my mind would be forever lost. So since January, I've been mostly unemployed. I only had a little temp job in the spring, and I've spent most of my time resting and recovering best as I can. For several months, it felt like nothing was improving. I was applying for jobs without getting any response most of the time. My brain was shutting down whenever I got slightly stressed. I had to borrow money to pay for bills because my unemployment, while I'm grateful that I have it, is shit all. And I started getting scared that this was it. This was how the rest of my life was going to continue. It is frighteningly easy to fall into a hole, and despite your very best efforts and ambitions, you might never get back out. I've heard and read countless stories about people in the same or similar situations like me, watching everything they tried to build crumble to dust and just disappear. But then, a few weeks back, I finally started feeling better. I started feeling like myself again, and that alone confirmed that I had made the right choice, and in the absolute nick of time. While I had pretty much no money to spare, I could at least enjoy the small things again. I wanted to do things, to create things and learn things. So I decided, amongst other stuff, that I would do my best to be more regular on this channel, as something fun while I truck along looking for a job. Up until now, my uploads have either been very sporadic or absolutely chaotic, and I think having any kind of schedule is good for me. So I thought I'd try to make weekly uploads. And then I got accepted to a 1-year part-time course in game design. From August onward, I'm a student again. I absolutely love studying, so I'm very much looking forward to it, and since it's part-time, I saw no problem with a once-a-week upload schedule. And then I got called to a job interview. The day after the interview, I was offered the position and started full-time on the job training that same week. And so far it feels endlessly better than my previous jobs. And that's where we are now. In less than a month, I went from being unemployed with nothing but time to my name to being employed and soon also a student. The job will most likely not be full-time, as I'm able to somewhat set my own hours and I'm combining it with studies. But as you might have been able to guess, the idea of let's have an upload schedule since I have nothing else to do might not work as intended, at least for the nearest future. And certainly not with my currently very time-consuming style of editing. That being said, I have every intention to keep this channel alive moving forward. While a teensy-weensy minuscule channel, I still like it very much. And the content might not be the same or quite as high effort for a while, since I simply will not have the time. But hopefully I'll be able to find a rhythm with work and studies pretty quick and land on a level of content creation that is sustainable. I'll try for a video every weekend, but if life gets in the way, it gets in the way. Only now it's in a good, moving forward, getting back on track sort of way. And I'm very, very okay with that. Like last week, I've been pet sitting outside of work, so I haven't had time to put anything together until today. And that's fine. Also, look at me completely freaking out over finding all of these diamonds. Holy shit. So, until next time, I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself and have a good one.